of Chrisean Jr. We keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So we keep it 100. What do you think?
I think it's her ex, honestly. They've been known to deal longer than we've been known to deal while we was continuing to deal. I think the baby looks like him, honestly.
You don't think the baby looks nothing like you at all?
What you think?
Man, I ain't really looked at the baby like that, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to take your word.
I got kids already, so it's like, I'm expecting something. But it's scientifically proven. It's not my child. Swab.
Karlissa didn't just shake the table this time, she flipped it, broke the legs, set it on fire, and live-streamed the asses. Because the second she pulled out what she claimed were DNA receipts, the entire internet screamed louder than Chrisean discovering a new tattoo idea. This isn't a little family disagreement. This isn't even regular Blueface drama. No, this is the type of scandal that makes the Kardashians look like background characters in a church documentary. According to Karlissa, Baby Jr., the child the internet practically raised in group chats and conspiracy threads, might not even belong to Blueface. And the way she revealed it, pure chaos. She didn't hint. She didn't whisper. She didn't drop clues. She blasted it out like a mixtape nobody asked for but everybody rushed to hear. Fans choked. Trolls celebrated. And Blueface, well, judging by his silence, he's either plotting a comeback or Googling how to change his phone number again. This isn't just a rumor. This isn't a shade session. This is a mother detonating a generational landmine on her own family tree. And the deeper you go into this story, the uglier, wilder, and more unbelievable it gets. Buckle up. Because Karlissa didn't leak tea, she unleashed a hurricane. The moment Karlissa hit post, the internet didn't just react. It exploded like someone plugged a toaster into a volcano. Phones overheated. Group chats malfunctioned. Even Blueface haters paused mid-tweet to make sure they read it right. Because nothing, and I mean nothing, prepared the world for the line. Junior ate my son's baby. It was the kind of plot twist that makes you stare at your screen like it suddenly confessed. Your own secrets, people were stunned not because it was impossible. This is Blueface's universe after all, where chaos wakes up early and goes to sleep late. But because Karlissa came with what she claimed were receipts. No metaphors, no riddles, no just asking questions. She said she had paperwork. And when Karlissa says she has paperwork, fans expect a folder thicker than a Netflix true crime documentary script. The drama started earlier that morning, when she posted a long, chaotic message accusing Chrisean of lying for clout, hiding the truth, and playing with her son's life. Normally people would roll their eyes because Karlissa loves a good rant the way teens love TikTok filters. But this time, the tone was different, sharper, louder, more surgical. You could practically hear the internet leaning forward like teachers grading a suspiciously perfect exam. Then came the screenshots. Blurry, tilted, possibly taken with a phone camera from the dinosaur era, but still clearly labeled as DNA paperwork. Whether they were authentic didn't even matter. The internet saw words, and that's all it needed to self-combust. Comments flew faster than Blueface dodging responsibility. Everyone had an opinion, and every opinion was louder than the last. Karlissa claimed the numbers didn't match. She insisted Junior's DNA test didn't align with Blueface's. She made it sound like she had been sitting on this information for months, just waiting for the right moment to detonate it like a reality show reunion reveal. And because it's Karlissa, people believed she absolutely would. The timing made everything worse. Blueface was already drowning in drama, court cases, broken relationships, financial chaos, and a brand new mixtape nobody listened to. And right when people thought his year couldn't possibly get more disastrous, his own mother publicly suggested her grandson might not be his son's child. The reactions were instant and ruthless. Trolls celebrated like it was a holiday. Chrisean fans screamed in confusion. Neutral audiences grabbed popcorn. People who swore they were done with the mess clicked replay 12 times. And somewhere, Zeus Network producers probably started pitching a whole new spin-off. What made the situation even crazier was how confident Karlissa sounded. She said she knew from day one. She said intuition never lies. She said Blueface ignored her warnings. And she made it very clear that this was the final straw, the moment she decided to stop protecting anyone's feelings. Karlissa talks like a woman who believes her life is a courtroom and she's the only lawyer, judge, and bailiff. As the screenshots circulated, fans began dissecting them with the seriousness of scientists studying moon rocks. They zoomed in. They brightened the images. They circled numbers. Some even compared them to sample DNA reports they found on Google. The comments sections turned into unofficial forensic labs with absolutely zero qualifications. Half the internet believed Karlissa immediately. The other half insisted she was stirring drama for attention. And a small group in the middle watched silently, sipping tea, waiting for anyone, to crack first. Because in this kind of scandal, the truth matters far less than who reacts the most dramatically. Hours passed without a direct response from Blueface. And that silence, oh, it was louder than a stadium microphone. When Blueface is quiet, it means one of three things. He's asleep, he's ignoring reality, or he's trying to figure out how to turn the situation into a diss track. But fans noticed something strange. He stopped posting memes. And for Blueface, missing a meme is like missing oxygen. Meanwhile, Chrisean reacted exactly how the internet expected, with chaotic energy, half-truths, and spiritual quotes that may or may not have been copied from Pinterest. She posted a video laughing like she just watched her anime trip on a staircase, then uploaded a long message talking about God's timing, fake energy, and people reaching. She never mentioned the DNA drama directly, which only made fans more suspicious. Some people argued Karlissa was accusing the wrong woman because she has a history of mixing stories, jumping conclusions, and starting wars nobody asked for. Others said she may actually be telling the truth because she's the only one in this entire saga who has nothing to lose and loves losing it. Anyway, the internet began pulling up the timeline. They questioned Junior's birth dates, early photos, hospital visits, Blueface's schedule, and every blurry clip Chrisean ever posted. TikTok detectives worked harder than real investigators, creating slideshow theories with dramatic music and red arrows pointing at absolutely nothing. Karlissa didn't back down. She doubled, tripled, and quadrupled down. She said she tried to warn Blueface. She said she begged him to get a real test. She said Chrisean manipulated the results. She said she had evidence people hadn't even seen yet. And every time she posted, her tone felt like she was ready to perform a monologue on a courtroom floor. People who normally defend Chrisean surprisingly paused. They admitted Junior didn't resemble Blueface perfectly. They said the math on the timeline was confusing. They said certain details never added up. And the more these conversations spread, the more Karlissa gained traction. Suddenly, she wasn't a loud mother. She was being painted as a whistleblower with an iPhone. Even celebrities watched from the sidelines. Some posted cryptic emojis. Some pretended not to care. A few shady influencers made jokes like, DNA results always come out the same day rent is due, implying Chrisean timed the drama to distract the internet from her own scandals. It was messy, sloppy, and sensational, the exact formula that keeps viewers glued. And the craziest part, the story kept growing. New voices stepped in. Old drama resurfaced. People questioned past events in light of the DNA leak. Suddenly, every interaction between Blueface and Junior was under a microscope. Fans rewatched old lives, analyzing Blueface's expressions, Junior's reactions, and Chrisean's body language like it was evidence in a documentary called Paternity Wars, the musical. This wasn't just a leak. This was a digital earthquake, and the aftershocks were only beginning. Then what happened next was the tsunami, waves of chaos crashing across every platform like the internet suddenly became allergic to silence. The moment Karlissa's DNA receipts started circulating, memes popped up faster than Chrisean can lose a toothbrush. TikTok turned into a digital courtroom, Twitter acted like the Supreme Court of mess, and Instagram commenters appointed themselves as honorary forensic. Scientists with zero training and maximum confidence. One meme showed Karlissa holding the DNA paperwork like she was revealing the 10 commandments. Another meme had Maury Povich photoshopped next to Junior with the caption, "You are." We don't know anymore. People were laughing, crying, screaming, analyzing. It was emotional chaos served with extra seasoning. But the funniest meme? A clip of Blueface looking confused in an old interview, paired with the words, "When your mom says the baby ain't yours but your brain is still buffering." But then came the celebrity reactions, and the drama leveled up like a video game boss fight. A couple of rappers reacted with laughing emojis, fueling speculation that they'd been waiting for this mess like it was a Black Friday sale. One female influencer commented, "DNA and drama always come out at the same time," which instantly became a trending sound on TikTok. The shade was colder than Antarctica during a snowstorm. Of course, Chrisean's fans pushed back hard. They defended Junior the way people defend their favorite Netflix characters, insisting the baby looks like Blueface in the right lighting, which is internet code for "don't ruin my delusion." They compared baby photos side by side like they were doing police lineup work. Some fans edited Junior's pictures onto Blueface's childhood photos, arguing the resemblance was undeniable while ignoring the fact they literally manipulated the images. Meanwhile, Blueface's fans went absolutely feral. They accused Chrisean of lying. They accused Karlissa of reaching. They accused the universe of conspiring to ruin their idol's week. The fanbase was split so aggressively it looked like the great celebrity civil war. People weren't just choosing sides, they were building camps, picking mascots, designing flags, and preparing for battle. Karlissa kept fueling the fire. Because why stop when the world is already watching? She posted more messages saying she wasn't afraid of anyone and wouldn't apologize for speaking the truth. She even hinted that more documents existed. That sent the internet into a frenzy. People begged for page 2. Some demanded a full PDF. A few asked for color-coded charts. And the conspiracy theorists, oh, they lost their minds entirely. They posted theories with red circles, arrows, and dramatic music. One TikTok claimed Junior's ears didn't match Blueface's. Another said the baby's small pattern was inconsistent. A third analyzed Blueface's reactions from old videos like they were decoding secret government files. It was ridiculous, entertaining, and completely on brand for internet investigators with too much time and unlimited Wi-Fi. Then came Young Miami's reaction, and it threw gasoline onto the bonfire. She tweeted, "Some people will do anything for attention," which wasn't even about the situation, but the internet decided it was. Within minutes, her name trended alongside Karlissa and Junior. People claimed she was shading Chrisean. Others said she was mocking Blueface. Some said she was referencing her own drama. Miami probably meant nothing by it. But this scandal swallowed everyone in its path like a tornado that eats celebrities instead of buildings. Even celebrities who never interact with Blueface started chiming in with vague comments like, "Ain't no way," or 2025 starting off wild, because nothing boosts engagement like riding the wave of someone else's chaos. Bloggers made entire videos dissecting every syllable. Commentators whispered like they were reporting on a royal scandal. Comedians reposted clips, adding edits that made the mess even funnier. But the real plot twist happened when an anonymous page claimed a second DNA test exists, one that allegedly contradicts Karlissa's version. This rumor hit the internet like a flying chair at a family reunion. People demanded answers. They begged Chrisean to speak. They spammed Blueface's comments. They attacked Karlissa's livestream like it was an open mic night for bullies. Blueface eventually broke his silence, but not with clarity. Oh no, he posted a meme. A single meme. It showed a man walking away from a burning building with the caption, "Some things ain't my business no more." Fans lost their collective minds. Some said he was distancing himself from the drama. Others said he was admitting the baby wasn't his. Others insisted he was trolling for attention. Nobody agreed on anything, but everyone argued loudly. Chrisean's reaction was even messier. She posted a cryptic message saying, "God, don't play about me or my child," followed by a selfie where she looked unbothered, but also ready to fight a ghost. The internet analyzed her tone like it was a college thesis. Some said she was protecting Junior. Others said she was dodging the truth. A few swore she was preparing to clap back harder than ever. The public outrage kept building. People began demanding DNA clarity. They wanted official statements. They wanted professionally scanned documents. They wanted legal proof, court opinions, laboratory certifications, and maybe a Maury guest appearance. The expectations grew so ridiculous that even medical professionals started commenting, saying people needed to stop diagnosing babies like they were forensic puzzles. Every move became a microscopic target. Chrisean's livestream audience doubled. Blueface's comments filled with baby emojis and question marks. Karlissa's posts gained millions of views. Even Junior became a trending topic, which is wild considering the baby can't even crawl into a scandal on his own. This was the most chaotic paternity storm since the dawn of social media. But what sent the internet into a complete meltdown was when a former associate of the family joined in. Claiming Karlissa had been misreading documents, they didn't name names or show proof, but that didn't stop the drama. People started analyzing whether Karlissa misunderstood the test or exaggerated it or simply drama boosted it for views. Her past history of mixing information resurfaced like an X popping up after block expiration. Of course, Karlissa clapped back instantly. She said she never lies, never folds, and never misreads. She insisted she knew exactly what she saw. Her energy was so intense she sounded like she was ready to debate God himself if needed. Fans admired her confidence or questioned her sanity. There was no middle ground. The scandal escalated beyond just a family issue. It became a cultural event. The biggest entertainment pages covered it like breaking political news. Podcasts made emergency episodes. TikTokers live-streamed every update with dramatic background music. Edits circulated showing Chrisean dramatically turning around in slow motion with thunder sound effects behind her. The internet turned this into a cinematic universe. The funniest part? Nobody knew for sure whether the documents were real, fake, mismatched, cropped, altered, misunderstood, or just straight up old. But when a scandal is this loud, facts don't matter, vibes do. And the vibes. Nuclear. This was no longer about who Junior's father is. This was about who would break, who would snap, who would fold, and who would drop the next bomb. Because at this point, everyone was waiting for one thing. The moment someone finally tells the real truth or lies better than the last person. The fallout from Karlissa's DNA bomb didn't feel like a scandal. It felt like a season finale where every character is crying, screaming, lying, fighting, or pretending to meditate. And the craziest part, nobody involved was ready for the storm they accidentally summoned. The aftermath hit harder than Blueface's legal fees, and the internet kept the pressure high like it was personally invested in the baby's inheritance. First came the collapse of public trust. People who once defended Karlissa suddenly hesitated. Some questioned whether she misread the paperwork, and others wondered if she leaked something she didn't fully understand. But a large portion of the internet clung to her story like it was a holy prophecy, swearing she exposed a secret the family was too scared to admit. Whether she was a whistleblower, a misunderstood mother, or a chaos generator depended entirely on which side of the algorithm you landed on. Blueface's reputation took a hit too, not because people blamed him, but because he looked overwhelmed. The man had survived lawsuits, cheating scandals, bedroom wars, and music flop allegations. But nothing rattles a rapper faster than a potential paternity twist. His silence turned into speculation. His memes turned into clues. His every move became suspect. Fans studied his facial expressions like detectives decoding security footage. Even his breathing patterns got overanalyzed. Chrisean wasn't spared either. Her image took a punch, not from the drama itself, but from how she responded to the tension. Some said her laughter felt forced. Others argued her "God protects me" posts were dodging responsibility. A few insisted she was being attacked unfairly. And through all the noise, Chrisean kept posting selfies, quotes, and emotional fragments that only added more fuel to a fire that was already burning hotter than her studio arguments. The family dynamic shattered in real time. Blueface's relatives took sides. Karlissa's followers boosted her ego. Chrisean's loyalists defended her honor. Even distant cousins no one ever heard of started posting cryptic messages like they had exclusive insider information. Suddenly, the family tree looked less like a tree and more like a battlefield with branches snapping off left and right. Then came the rumors of legal involvement. Lawyers allegedly being contacted. A real DNA test supposedly being scheduled. People whispered about family court. They whispered about custody. They whispered about paperwork with more power than every rapper diss track combined. None of this was confirmed, but the speculation alone created a ripple effect so chaotic it felt like everyone was preparing for the world's most dysfunctional court day. Public perception took a dramatic turn. Junior became the center of the world, a baby who didn't ask for fame, didn't ask for drama, and definitely didn't ask to trend alongside hashtags about paternity, family chaos, and generational beef. People debated whether he deserved privacy or whether the truth needed to be revealed for closure. The internet has never actually wanted closure, just more content, but they acted like they were protecting the baby's future. Through it all, Karlissa kept posting. She stood firm, claiming she wasn't backing down until the truth was acknowledged. She said she was tired of covering for her son, tired of being blamed, tired of the lies. Her tone shifted from explosive to emotional, and some fans suddenly saw her as a wounded mother speaking from pain. Others said she was manipulating sympathy like a character auditioning for a dramatic role. The consequences hit Blueface the hardest. Brands whispered about distancing. Certain bloggers stopped defending him. People questioned how many secrets were being hidden under the surface. His entire storyline warped into something darker, more confusing, more scandalous. Even casual watchers who didn't care about him suddenly tuned in like this was a series they'd accidentally gotten addicted to. But the real shift came when Chrisean finally snapped, not publicly, but subtly. A quiet tone, a serious caption, a calm video. Those small changes scared people more than her yelling ever did. That silence felt like the moment before thunder. And when she said everything will come out in time, the internet gasped like she just threatened a second explosion. Relationships began to shift. Former friends unfollowed. New alliances formed. Influencers picked sides to boost engagement. Even bloggers who once hated Karlissa started supporting her because drama makes strange friendships. The entire system reshuffled like a deck of cards, and nobody knew who would end up on top. The craziest part. Fans started uncovering old receipts that now made sense in hindsight. Old arguments, old interviews, old comments. People connected dots that probably weren't even meant to be connected. But in scandal culture, logic takes a back seat to vibes. Every detail became evidence. Every expression became suspicious. Every moment became a puzzle piece. As weeks passed, the conversation shifted from who is the father to who is telling the truth. And that question was much worse. Because now it wasn't about a baby, it was about credibility, pride, reputation, and the entire family image collapsing like a badly built tower. Some fans believed Karlissa's story was the truth she'd been hiding for months. Others believed she misunderstood everything. And some believed she knew exactly what she was doing, stirring the pot until everyone else drowned in soup. But one thing everyone agreed on, she exposed cracks in a family that has been pretending to hold it together for way too long. The aftermath didn't end with answers. It ended with questions so loud the world could hear them echo. What if the receipts were real? What if they were misread? What if someone else leaked the real test later? What if this is the beginning, not the end? Even Blueface's enemies paused their usual slander to focus on this plotline. Even Chrisean's fans held their breath waiting for the next update. Even Karlissa's critics secretly checked her page every morning. The internet didn't see resolution. It saw a cliffhanger. A giant, dramatic, messy cliffhanger that guaranteed this story would return like a franchise with too many sequels. Because scandals like this don't end quietly. They don't fade away. They don't disappear. They transform. They grow. They mutate into something bigger, louder, and harder to ignore. And the wildest part, Karlissa hinted that she still hasn't said everything, which means the truth, whatever it is, might still be loading and the next chapter. It's going to hit harder than this one, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Karlissa took one family secret, sprinkled some gasoline on it, and turned the internet into a full-blown paternity battlefield. If you made it this far, congratulations, you officially survived the most confusing DNA saga since reality TV discovered plot twists. One thing is clear, this story isn't done. Not even close, because every time someone tries to calm it down, another receipt magically appears like it's spawning in a video game. Before you dive back into your group chats and start diagnosing family drama like you're running a psychology clinic out of your bedroom, do me a favor, smash that like button like it owes you 3 months of rent. Punch it the way Karlissa punches the post button. Hit it harder than Blueface hits a meme when he's avoiding responsibility. And while you're at it, subscribe, because Fame Flaws doesn't miss a scandal. We're here when the drama breaks, when the receipts leak, when the lies crumble, and when the tea burns through the table. Turn on notifications unless you want to be the last one to know when Karlissa drops part 2 of her DNA documentary, or when Chrisean decides she's finally ready to clap back with a vengeance. Drop a comment letting me know whose side you're on, what you believe, and whether you think the next DNA test will solve anything or just open a new chapter of chaos. Don't hold back. Your opinions are more entertaining than half the celebrities involved. This is Fame Flaws, signing out.